The pregnant woman cried as she was being expelled until the doorman said two words that changed everything. The pregnant woman was being dragged out of the hospital. Tears streamed down her face. The administrator was shouting. Security was pushing her. But then the doorman, a simple man everyone ignored, said two words, and everything changed in seconds. Today, you're going to discover how a doorman at Valentim Hospital saved a pregnant woman from being thrown out on the street. I'll show you exactly why she was being expelled, who was behind it, and the two words that turned this story upside down. Stay until the end, because this twist will leave you speechless and make you value people you never noticed before. Before we start, tell me in the comments, have you ever been saved by someone you underestimated? Someone you thought was insignificant but who changed everything? This story will make you see invisible people in a completely different way. It was a Thursday in March when Diana Foster walked through the corridors of Valentim Hospital for what she thought was the last time. 9 months pregnant, enormous belly pressing against a simple dress that was the only decent piece of clothing that still fit. Hands trembling, holding discharge papers she had no way to pay for, eyes red from crying through the night. Valentim Hospital was one of the most respected medical institutions in Boston. 12 floors, 500 beds, impeccable reputation, renowned medical staff, and a chief administrator named Gregory Hartman who treated patients like numbers on a cost spreadsheet. Diana had spent 3 days at Valentim Hospital. Pregnancy complications, severe preeclampsia. The doctors had stabilized her and the baby, but now came the bills, $42,000 for 3 days, and Diana had no insurance. She was in Gregory's office when he entered. He didn't even look at her while flipping through papers. "Miss Foster, we have a significant problem here." "I know," Diana began, voice breaking. "I know it's a lot of money, but I just lost my job because of the pregnancy. My husband died 6 months ago. I don't have insurance, but I can make monthly payments, I promise." Gregory finally looked up. No emotion. "Miss Foster, this isn't a store where you can finance a TV. This is an elite hospital. We have bills to pay, staff to compensate, expensive equipment to maintain. I understand. But please, I just need time. I'll get the money, I'll work, I'll do whatever it takes." "You should have thought about that before seeking treatment at a hospital you clearly cannot afford," Gregory said coldly. "We have policies. Either you pay 50% now, or we initiate legal collection proceedings. But that's $21,000. I don't have that." Diana felt panic rising in her throat. "Then I suggest you find it." Gregory returned his attention to the computer. "You have until noon tomorrow. If you don't pay, social services will be notified that you're unable to provide adequate care for your baby when it's born." Diana felt like she'd been punched. "You're threatening to take my baby. I'm stating facts. A mother without financial resources, without health insurance, without employment, is considered high risk. It's my duty to report." Gregory stared at her coldly. "Unless, of course, you demonstrate ability to pay your obligations." "This is blackmail," Diana whispered. "These are consequences." Gregory stood up. "This meeting is over. You have until noon tomorrow." Diana left that office with wobbly legs. She had arrived at Valentim Hospital 3 days ago in an ambulance, thinking she would die. The doctors saved her. Nurse Jennifer had been kind, held her hand during moments of pain. Dr. Chen had explained everything patiently, but now she was being treated like a criminal because she didn't have money. She walked through the main corridor of Valentim Hospital, trying to hold back tears. She didn't want everyone to see, didn't want pity from strangers. But the tears came anyway. "Miss Diana," a soft voice called. Diana turned. It was Marcus Williams, the doorman, 62 years old, grey hair, blue uniform always impeccable with the Valentim Hospital logo embroidered. A man who had been there every day for 35 years, opening doors, helping patients in wheelchairs, carrying flowers to rooms, smiling at everyone, but whom most doctors, nurses, and patients at Valentim Hospital treated like furniture, invisible, insignificant. "Hi, Marcus," Diana tried to smile, quickly wiping tears. "Are you okay?" Marcus asked, genuinely concerned. I'm fine, just tired. Marcus had known her for years. She and her husband James used to work near Valentim Hospital. They always stopped to talk with him, always treated him like a person, not like an invisible employee. He had seen when James died, had seen Diana pregnant, alone, trying to keep everything together. Miss Diana, Marcus said gently. I've worked at this hospital for 35 years. I've seen many tears, and those aren't tears of fatigue. Diana looked at that man, that doorman at Valentim Hospital who always had a kind word, who always asked how she was, and something in her broke. He's threatening me, Marcus. Mr. Hartman wants me to pay half the bill by tomorrow, or he'll call social services to take my baby when it's born. Says I'm incapable of caring for my child because I don't have money. Marcus felt anger rising in his chest. Anger he rarely felt. He had seen Gregory Hartman do this to dozens of vulnerable patients over the years, always without mercy, always using fear as a collection tool, always treating human beings like financial problems to be solved. How much do you owe? Marcus asked. 42,000 total. He wants 21,000 by tomorrow. Diana laughed without humor. Might as well be 21 million. I don't have either. Marcus thought for a moment, then said something that surprised even himself. Let me see what I can do. Marcus, no. You've already been so kind just listening. I don't want to involve you in this. You're not involving me. I'm choosing to involve myself. Marcus touched her shoulder gently. You and James always treated me like a person, always stopped to talk, always remembered my name. That means more than you imagine. But what can you do? You know Mr. Hartman. He has no heart. Then I'll have to appeal to a heart he doesn't know he has, Marcus said with determination. That afternoon, Marcus knocked on Gregory Hartman's office door. Gregory looked up, irritated by the interruption. Williams, what do you want? Shouldn't you be at your post? Mr. Hartman, I came to talk about Diana Foster. There's nothing to talk about. She owes $42,000 to Valentim Hospital. Either she pays or faces consequences. End of story. What if she pays in installments? An amount she can afford per month? Gregory laughed. A doorman wanting to negotiate medical payment terms. How ridiculous. Williams, you work opening doors. Leave the financial administration of Valentim Hospital to those who understand. I understand people, Mr. Hartman. And this woman is 9 months pregnant, lost her husband, lost her job. She's trying to survive. Having compassion costs Valentim Hospital nothing. Compassion doesn't pay Valentim Hospital's bills, Gregory responded. And if I let one person not pay, everyone will want free treatment. It's a matter of maintaining this institution's standards. Standards, Marcus repeated, or lack thereof. Gregory stood up abruptly. Careful, Williams. You might be the next one looking for employment. Valentim Hospital doesn't need doormen who question administration. I've worked at this hospital for 35 years. Was here when Valentim Hospital was about healing people, not about profit. Never late one day. Never missed. Never disrespected anyone. I may not have your salary, Mr. Hartman, but I have something you'll never have. What? Poverty? Gregory mocked. Humanity, Marcus said calmly, and left the office. Gregory stared at the closed door. The word echoed in his head. Humanity. As if a doorman at Valentim Hospital could give him moral lessons. He who had an MBA from Harvard, he who had reduced operational costs by 30%, he who made tough decisions that weak people like Marcus Williams would never have the stomach for. Friday morning, Diana returned to Valentim Hospital, not because she wanted to, but because contractions started at 5 in the morning. The baby was coming. She had no choice. She arrived at the emergency room, doubled over in pain. The receptionist checked her name in the system and frowned. Miss Foster, you have a significant outstanding balance with us. I know, Diana moaned through another contraction, but the baby is coming. Please. The receptionist called the supervisor. The supervisor called Gregory Hartman, and Gregory appeared at the Valentim Hospital reception with 2 security guards. Miss Foster, you were instructed to pay half your debt by noon today. It's only 9 in the morning, and you clearly have no payment. My baby is being born. Diana screamed, doubling over with another contraction. "Are you going to deny me medical care?" "Of course not. Valentim Hospital follows all federal regulations. We'll stabilize you, but immediately after delivery, you'll be transferred to a public hospital, and social services will be notified." Other people in Valentim Hospital's waiting room were watching now, some with shock, some with pity, but no one intervening. "She needs treatment now," a nurse protested. "She's in active labor, and she'll receive it." Gregory responded coldly. "Take her to a delivery room, but put an alert on her chart, immediate transfer after birth, and social services notification." Diana was taken in a wheelchair through Valentim Hospital, tears streaming, contractions coming every 3 minutes now, absolute terror that they would take her baby. When they passed through the main lobby, Marcus was at his post. He saw Diana, saw the tears, saw the security guards, saw Gregory walking behind with a satisfied expression, and something in him broke. "Wait," Marcus said, coming out from behind his desk. "Get out of the way, Williams," Gregory ordered. "This is not your concern." "It is." Marcus walked directly to Gregory. "You're not going to do this." "I'm not going to do what?" "Administer this hospital according to financial policies?" "You're fired, Williams. Take off that Valentim Hospital uniform and leave." "No," Marcus said calmly. "The one who's leaving is you. Have you lost your mind?" Gregory laughed. "Security, remove this man immediately." But the security guards didn't move, because they recognized something in Marcus's posture, something that said this was bigger than it appeared. Marcus looked directly at Gregory. "My name is Marcus Williams, and I am the owner of Valentim Hospital." The silence that followed was absolute. Patients stopped. Nurses froze. Doctors passing through the lobby turned. Gregory went completely pale. "Excuse me," Gregory whispered. "Marcus Williams. My grandfather founded Valentim Hospital in 1947. My father expanded it to what it is today. When he died, he left me everything, including this hospital." "That's impossible," Gregory said, but his voice was shaking. "You're a doorman." "I am," Marcus confirmed. "Always have been. My grandfather started as a hospital janitor. My father worked as a maintenance technician even after becoming administrator. They taught me that no matter how much you have, you never forget where you came from. So when I inherited Valentim Hospital, I continued working as a doorman, because it keeps me connected to what really matters. Patients, people, humanity." The receptionist had her hand over her mouth. The supervisor was in shock. Diana, even through the pain of contractions, was looking with absolute disbelief. "You work for me," Marcus continued, looking at Gregory. "I hire administrators to keep Valentim Hospital running efficiently, but the mission has always been clear. This hospital was founded to serve people, not for profit, to heal, to care, especially for the most vulnerable." "Mr. Williams, I didn't know," Gregory began, voice trembling. "If I had known who you were, I never would have—" "Exactly the problem," Marcus interrupted him. "You treat me differently based on who you think I am. You treat Diana Foster differently because she doesn't have money. You only respect power and wealth. You don't respect people." Marcus turned to Diana. "Miss Diana, please go have your baby in peace. You owe nothing to Valentim Hospital. Your entire bill is forgiven, and you'll have the best care we can offer. No fear, no threats, no consequences." Diana started crying, but these were different tears now. Tears of relief, of gratitude, of disbelief. "Marcus," she whispered, "why didn't you ever tell anyone?" "Because it doesn't matter. I'm the same person now as I was before you knew." Marcus smiled gently. "And you deserve care not because I'm the owner. You deserve it because you're a human being who needs help." He turned back to Gregory. "You're fired. Clean out your desk and leave Valentim Hospital today. I'll have someone from my team taking over tomorrow." "But Mr. Williams," Gregory begged, "please, I have a family. I have bills. I have a reputation." "And Diana doesn't?" Marcus asked. "Doesn't she have a baby coming? Doesn't she have bills? The difference is she was begging for compassion and you were offering cruelty. Give me a second chance. I'll change, I promise, like you gave her." Marcus asked. The silence was the answer. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever treated someone badly and then discovered you were completely wrong about who that person was? Does this story make you think twice? Gregory left Valentim Hospital that afternoon. 10 years as chief administrator. Years of cutting costs, of increasing profits, of prioritizing numbers over people. And it all crumbled because he couldn't see humanity in a desperate pregnant woman. Diana was taken to the best maternity suite at Valentim Hospital. The entire medical team was mobilized. Dr. Chen personally supervised the delivery, and at 2:37 in the afternoon, Emma Grace Foster was born. 7 pounds, 5 ounces, healthy and perfect. Marcus was in the waiting room. When Nurse Jennifer came to say mother and baby were fine, he finally breathed a sigh of relief. She wants to see you, Jennifer said, smiling. She's asking for you. Marcus entered the room. Diana was exhausted but radiant, and in her arms was Emma. She's beautiful, Marcus said softly. She's a miracle, Diana responded. Marcus, I don't know how to thank you. You saved our lives. I didn't do anything that Valentim Hospital shouldn't do for all patients. But you were the only one who cared. Everyone saw, doctors, nurses, other patients, but only you acted. Marcus approached and looked at the baby. Her father would have been so proud of her. And of you, Diana, for the strength you showed. I didn't feel strong. I felt destroyed. Strength isn't not breaking. It's continuing even after breaking. Diana looked at that man, that doorman at Valentim Hospital who was secretly the owner, but who chose to open doors and help patients. Why do you do this, Marcus? Why work as a doorman when you don't have to? Marcus thought for a long moment. My grandfather founded Valentim Hospital after World War II. He had seen so much suffering, so much death. He wanted to create a place where people were healed, not just in body, but in spirit, where every patient was treated with dignity. He paused. My father told me before he died, Marcus, Valentim Hospital is more than a building. It's a promise. A promise that here, no matter who you are, you will be cared for. So I decided to continue being a doorman. It keeps me connected to that promise. Reminds me that every person who enters through that door deserves our best. And do you really see that in everyone? Diana asked. I try. I don't always succeed, but I try. Marcus smiled sadly. The Valentim Hospital doorman uniform reminds me to be humble, to be grateful, to never forget that serving people is the greatest honor. Diana shook her head. You're extraordinary, and I want Emma to grow up knowing your story. I want her to know that Valentim Hospital saved our lives because of you. Valentim Hospital saved you because that's what we should do, Marcus corrected gently. But I'll make sure we continue doing it. I'm going to change the policies. No patient at Valentim Hospital will be threatened or humiliated for not being able to pay. Never again. In the months that followed, Valentim Hospital underwent complete transformation. Marcus hired new administration focused on compassionate care, established funds for patients unable to pay, created financial assistance programs, trained the entire staff in empathy and patient dignity. Diana recovered, started remote work while caring for Emma, and she never forgot that day. Those 2 words Marcus said that changed everything. She stays. 2 years later, Diana was in the lobby of Valentim Hospital, not as a patient, as a volunteer. She had created a support program for new mothers without resources, and Emma, now a 2-year-old, accompanied her on visits. Marcus! Emma would shout every time she saw him, running with little arms extended. Marcus would pick her up and spin her in the air. Her laughter echoed through the Valentim Hospital lobby. Doctors passed by, smiling at the scene, because everyone now knew who Marcus really was, and treated him not with false reverence, but with genuine respect. Dr. Chen stopped. You know, Mr. Williams, before that day, I never really noticed you. I mean, I saw you at Valentim Hospital, but I didn't see you, you know? I know exactly what you mean, Marcus replied, but that day changed all of us, changed how we treat patients, how we see each other. Valentim Hospital is different now, better. It's not me, it's remembering why we're here. 3 years after that day, Valentim Hospital received national recognition for excellence in compassionate care. Patient satisfaction rates were the highest in the state. Employees reported greater job satisfaction. And most important, no patient was treated like a number anymore. Diana was at the awards event. She'd been invited to speak. Emma, now 5 years old, was sitting in the front row with Marcus. When Diana took the stage, she looked at that audience. Doctors, nurses, administrators, all from Valentim Hospital, and she began her story. 5 years ago, I was being expelled from this hospital. I was pregnant, alone, terrified. A man threatened to take my baby because I didn't have money. I thought I was in my darkest moment. The room was in absolute silence. But then a doorman, a man I thought was just a kind employee of Valentim Hospital, he said 2 words, and those 2 words didn't just save my life, they saved my faith in humanity. Diana looked directly at Marcus. He said, "She stays," and he meant it. He revealed he was the owner of Valentim Hospital, but more important, he revealed that compassion still exists, that people still care, that kindness still conquers cruelty. Tears streamed down Diana's cheeks. Marcus Williams taught me that Valentim Hospital is more than a place of medical healing. It's a place of human healing, where every person, no matter who they are, is seen, is valued, is cared for. She paused. Today, because of him, hundreds of patients receive care they couldn't afford. Valentim Hospital has become a national model. And all because one man chose to see humanity when it was easier to see only numbers. The audience stood in applause, but Marcus remained seated, humble as always, with Emma in his lap. After the event, Emma ran to her mother. "Mommy, you did so good. Thank you, sweetheart." Diana hugged her, then looked at Marcus. "Everything I said is true. You changed Valentim Hospital, changed hundreds of lives. We just reminded people what Valentim Hospital should always have been," Marcus responded, "a place of hope." Today, Marcus Williams still works as a doorman at Valentim Hospital, still opens doors, still helps patients in wheelchairs, still carries flowers to rooms, still smiles at everyone. But now, everyone stops, everyone thanks him, everyone sees him, really sees him. And Marcus learned that 2 words can change everything, not just "she stays," but also "thank you." "I'm sorry, I love you, I see you, you matter." Words have power, power to destroy, power to save, power to transform entire lives, power to transform entire institutions. Valentim Hospital is proof of that. 10 years later, Emma was 12 years old. She was doing a school project about people she admired. She chose Marcus. She went to Valentim Hospital with a camera to interview him. "Uncle Marcus," she asked, "why does everyone at Valentim Hospital call you a hero?" Marcus smiled. "I'm not a hero, Emma. Just someone who tried to do the right thing. But you saved my mum, saved hundreds of people, changed all of Valentim Hospital. I didn't change it alone. I just reminded people of what they already knew deep down, that healing isn't just about medicine, it's about humanity." Emma thought for a moment. "Is it true you still work as a doorman, even though you're the owner?" "It's true." "Why?" Marcus looked around the Valentim Hospital lobby, patients entering, doctors rushing, nurses smiling, life happening in every corner. "Because here at this door I see everything. I see people on the worst day of their lives arriving desperate. I see people on the best day leaving healed. I see fear become hope, pain become relief, despair become gratitude." He paused. "And if I were in an office on the 10th floor of Valentim Hospital, I would miss that, would miss the real purpose. So I stay here, where life happens, where I can make immediate difference, even if small." Emma hugged him. "When I grow up, I want to work at Valentim Hospital, like you. You can be whatever you want, Emma. Doctor, nurse, administrator. But if you choose to work at Valentim Hospital, always remember, no matter your position, you're here to serve with love." Today, Valentim Hospital is recognized internationally, but not for advanced technology or revolutionary procedures, for something rarer, for institutionalized compassion. for dignity as policy, for love as standard practice, and all because a doorman said 2 words. She stays. Diana Foster still lives in Boston. Emma is now in college studying medicine, wants to work at Valentim Hospital when she graduates, wants to continue the legacy of kindness that saved her mother. Marcus Williams is now 72 years old, still works as a doorman 3 days a week. On other days, he oversees the expansion of the Valentim Hospital model to other states, hospitals that want to learn how to put humanity before profit. And every time someone asks the secret, Marcus says the same thing. See people, really see, not their wallets, not their status, their humanity, and then do what your heart already knows is right. If this story touched you, if it made you think about the invisible people around you, about the doormen and cleaners and attendants you don't see, share it. Because maybe today, you'll see someone who was invisible yesterday. The pregnant woman cried as she was being expelled from Valentim Hospital until the doorman said 2 words that changed everything. She stays. 2 words. Infinite power. Don't underestimate the people who serve you. Don't ignore those who seem ordinary. Because sometimes heroes wear Valentim Hospital doorman uniforms, and sometimes 2 words are all it takes to save a life, to transform a hospital, to remind the world what really matters. She stays. What words will you say today that could change someone's life? Tell me in the comments, because you never know when your words will be the ones that save someone. Choose them wisely, say them with love, and always, always see the humanity in everyone, even in the invisible ones. Especially in the invisible ones, because at Valentim Hospital, everyone learned that sometimes the most powerful person in the building is the one opening the door, and sometimes just 2 words change everything. She stays.